Randy's with Lexi, and in this video, I'm just going to briefly explain how the second week went. As I mentioned before in the last video, I'm not going to go into specifics, especially this week, because everything that we discussed this week is something I cannot discuss with you all. So I apologize about that, but I will just kind of recap how the week went. So this week we did have, of course, another exam. This exam was not difficult, at least I didn't find it to be difficult. Of course, a lot of the information that was on both the exam last week and this week was information that we talked about in class, information that was on like additional study material that they gave us. So it was not something that was new. There weren't any like trick questions on the exam, so that was always a good thing. So with the mix of like studying with other people in my class, as well as independent study and working on the additional study material that they gave us, that test was very simple to me. So that's always a plus. A lot of the information though that we did learn this week, the new information, was information that is obviously pertinent to the airline itself, and then also pertinent to the safety of us as people, us as flight attendants, the passengers, and then as well as protecting our jobs. So the information that we learned this week is something that I will, of course, remain, or I guess I will retain, of course, because it's something that I know I will use day in and day out for as long as I'm in this field. So that I appreciate. Very relevant information. It's a lot of information, but it's not something that's what am I trying to say? Like, it's manageable. So as long as you find time in your day to study or take some notes, however you study and retain information, there's time for you to do that. Even though there are some days where it feels like there's just not enough time, like there's not enough time to shower or work on your self-care routine, to eat, to study, and then sleep, of course. You have to definitely work on your time management. So though drills and tests will be difficult, I think ultimately time management is going to be the hardest part of this training program, because they give you enough time. It's just how you use it. So no, you may not be able to get the 8 hours of required sleep. That it is just kind of, it is what it is. But if you do get the 8 hours, you do have to understand you're going to sacrifice something. So that you're either going to cut your studying time short, you're either going to skip some steps in your self-care routine, you're either going to have to have a quick dinner, no ordering like Uber Eats that'll take 45 minutes to get to you, things like that. So you got to understand that this program is about time management and sacrifice. But that's with anything in life. So people will work for what they want. So would it be nice to sleep for 8 hours every night? It would be great. But I understand that in order to get this job, to be in this career field, and it's something that I really, really want, I know that that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make moving forward. So that's what I would say about this, is that of course you need to study, but you need to understand that time management allows you to study and be sure that you know the information, but also allows you to kind of implement back into your life, which is kind of new. Given the 6 weeks that we're here, you kind of have to find your whole new kind of life routine. So that time allows you to work in little extra things. So if you are a gym person, you're like a gym brat, you're like, I have to exercise, then just make sure you make time to study and then you make time to exercise. So manage the time that we do have. It's not as much as I would like, but it's enough, I guess is what I'm saying. So definitely do that. But this second week, definitely not difficult. Going into this third week though, of course, it's natural to worry just a little bit. I know I'm panicking just a bit because I have no problem taking tests. I am a good test taker, but when it comes to really kind of implementing what I've learned into like a hands-on type environment or situation, that's where I struggle. So it's like a blessing in disguise. It sucks that that is the flaw that I have, but it's good to know that that's my flaw, and I know how to study so that way that flaw does not have to continue to hinder my future progress in this program. So for those of you that are applying, those that have applied, those of you that have gotten a CJO and are just waiting for a training date, just know, take a deep breath and then study, and then make sure to manage your time manage your time effectively. You will have a roommate. It is what it is. So, maybe you and your roommate can figure out a time to study, or if your roommate is maybe not doing what they need to do, then make sure that you do what you need to do. Don't let anyone else affect your success here. I mean, I got lucky because my roommate, she is awesome. She is very smart. She has helped clear up a lot of things for me that weren't necessarily clear to me before I left class, so that I really appreciate. So I got lucky in that aspect, but just make sure, you look out for you, because at the end of the day, we're all here collectively as a group, but we're also here for ourselves and our future. So don't lose sight of that. I will do my best to record something by the end of the third week. I foresee that this third week is not going to allow me as much time as I would like, but if I don't get to record a video by the end of the third week, I will do my very, very best to record one for the fourth week and then kind of recap both those weeks in that one video. But I do want to thank you guys for watching. Right now, I'm actually going to finish studying myself. I am going to drink this pre-workout that makes it feel like I drank like 6 Monster energy drinks back to back. Probably shouldn't drink it, but I'm going to drink it anyway and run some flights of stairs and then come back down, finish studying, kind of finish out my night before class tomorrow. So thank you guys once again for watching. This has been Landis with Lexi.